Hi, my name is Amanda Atkinson, and I'm a graduate of the class of 2017.
Hi, my name is Carmen Carzone from the class of 2016.
My name is Gabe Paletti, and I graduated 2001.
Hi, my name is Dominica Giacomo, alumni of the class of 2017.
Hi, I'm Andrew Beck from the class of 2017.
Hello, my name is Aidan McDonald, and I am a member of the class of 2017.
My name is Jeff Bruckner, class of 2000.
So, what is a meaningful experience you've had at Camden Catholic?
Oh god, what should I talk about though? I don't know which one. I was working the annual fall open house, and I was taking around just a student and her mom on just a tour, and at the end of the tour, the mom kind of like hinted that my tour was like a major reason that her student was really interested in Camden Catholic, and then she ended up coming and we ended up becoming friends, which is just a crazy, full circle kind of thing.
I think another aspect of CCHS that, was just fantastic to have in my life was, my involvement with the band. Between the pep band, the jazz band, whether it was Mr. G or Mr. Hallahan now.
Sophomore year, in the auditorium during Mass. At that point, sophomore year was like a weird year for me. Freshman year, everything was new, so it was like exciting, made new friends, and I don't know, we were just weird. And then sophomore year was weird, and I remember I was going through a tough time, it was during the winter. The girl I liked didn't like me back. I was kind of in between friend groups at the time, so I was sort of just down in the dumps. And we had Mass that morning, and I was like half praying, half paying attention, and Monsignor Martin gave a sermon where he read the quote that's in Wedding Crashers and pretty much every wedding. It was St. Paul to the Corinthians about defining love. Love is patient, love is kind. I forget the rest, but love is patient, love is kind, and love never fails. And then he challenged us to remove love, because we're supposed to live a life of love, and put our names in. So I am patient, I am kind, and so forth. And that sermon honestly changed my life right then and there, because I realized that up until that point it was really sort of all about me, rather than what I can do for others and how I can spread God's love for others. So that really sort of transitioned, I guess honestly my life, in the sense of that ever since that sermon I've tried to live that out, and that's been my background of my faith and everything that I tried to do. And then I think I got to carry that out best through the AV club, because the AV club was something that my good friend Bill Perry, he was a year older than me, that started. Well, he didn't start it, but he was in it first. And then I joined through him. And then I was able to get my friends and a bunch of my brothers and stuff. And the AV club really became sort of a second home. All of us went there for homeroom. We got to hang out there during our lunch periods, and it really it felt like we had our own clubhouse in there, and I really felt that sense of love amongst them, the fellow AVers, and we made passes. So we got to do a lot of fun stuff with that.
When I was in Camden Catholic, I was part of such clubs as guitar club, I started a ukulele club, I was an anime magic club. I really just put myself out there. I had never done magic before, and by the end of the year I was doing magic for everyone. Ukulele, I met a lot of people with the same interests as me, and we were able to play at concerts and everything like that. And it was just a fun time just to get involved and do things you've never done before.
Academically, I specifically remember projects and experiences with my classmates. Two stand out. One was a successful project, the other one was a failure. The success, I got to work with some of my friends on a short film. We had to interpret a parable of the Bible, and of course me being me. So we could do it anyway, but I asked if we could make a film. And it was the parable of the sower, I think, maybe? Yeah, sow a seed, that thing, yeah. I just remember that day shooting that film with my classmates. I remember it playing pretty well with our class when we played it.
We were rehearsing for our 2015 musical Les Mis for about 5 months. It was very taxing on the entire cast, crew, and production staff. And when we finally started closing the show, that final weekend, we had really bonded as an entire company, and there was a moment when, in the epilogue of the show, which is the finale, there was a moment where we all just kind of looked at each other on stage and we just realized that this was something that was amazing and we had such an emotional attachment to it. And it really spoke volumes about what our program is capable of.
My three best friends in the band, Nick Bloss and Alvin Rosado. Together we made the first alto, first tenor, and first bari. And for the short, band performances they had at the end of our senior year, we did a trio of a really great song that we all loved, and we would be practicing in school, and people would, I think, kind of hear us. But it was really at the end of that, I really realized, my 4 years of band here came to this moment. And it was really fantastic because I was with, my best friends I made in the band. And I don't know, it was just really cool to see us go from, freshmen into the leads of our, respective instruments. And we got to perform for people, and I don't know, I think about it a lot.
Retreats are a really great way of forming relationships with people you wouldn't get to meet otherwise. I'm really close with a lot of people that I've met in some of my small groups. We still have some group texts that are still pretty active. And it's just a great way to get to know people and form experiences that last beyond your time at Camden Catholic.
Many years ago, I had a student named Alfred Moton who, he was in Christian leadership. It was funny, he applied, which was an honors class. He applied for it and his grades were really bad, but I was teaching him junior year and I was like, no, I need this kid in. I just really, there was something about him that was funny or unique. And then he ran retreats with us and he was coming back as an alumni to run a retreat that we were running. But unfortunately, tragically, about 2 weeks before that retreat, he was shot and killed. And when that happened, I got a call from Miss Sapira at 6 in the morning, and she told me, and I came into school, and everyone was crying, and everyone was just a complete mess. And I met with our principal at the time, Mr. Kiley. He was talking about, last times I talked to him, and any alumni, and he asked me if any alumni have contacted me. And I looked at my phone and went through my emails and that kind of stuff, and I realized a ton did, but all of them weren't asking for help. All of them were consoling me or trying to be there for me in that time, because they all knew I was really close to Alfred. And that to me was just so meaningful, because it really, that exemplified the Camden Catholic family to me, because as a teacher I'm supposed to be there supporting the kids. But it's clear that they were also there supporting me, that sometimes we have to support our brothers and sisters or our parents in that way. So for me, that was one of the moments where I just realized wow, everyone at this place truly loves each other and truly cares for each other.
So high school was pretty good to me up until junior year when my mom suddenly passed away. It was very sudden for my whole family, and I didn't know how I was able to go on in life, but my friends here at Kingdom Catholic were there for me every step of the way. When I came into school the next day, they were all supportive. Even people I have never talked to in my whole life here come up to me, were giving me hugs, and were just amazing. I got gift cards from people and cards from teachers. My friends even came to sing at my mom's funeral. It was just really such an amazing experience.
We'll say one of the most meaningful things that can happen as someone who's been teaching now, this is my 11th year, is that students are now graduating college and coming back and communicating what they're up to in their life. And I really love to see, if there was one thing that stood out that helped them back in one of our classes in high school, that kind of helped them at the collegiate level or is helping them down the road. That's very meaningful. So I would say, as a teacher, it's one of the most meaningful things about this job is down the road seeing a positive result. You didn't totally fail at your job. So that's pretty meaningful.
I still talk to a lot of people who I have connected with here, like Michael Macera. Even through my posts, even after high school, I still talk to them not every day, and I made this kind of connections where you can not talk for a while, but as soon as you see the person, you can pick right back up where you left off. And I feel those are the best kinds of friendships right there.
Please don't let your insecurities shy you away from stepping out of your comfort zone, because I truly struggled with that over like the first couple of years of Camden Catholic.
The thing about high school is, just be yourself, put everything into what you have, and, make friends, because they're all going to be here for you through thick and thin, even when a tragedy such as what happened to me happens. So have fun and enjoy high school.